Her name was Amina. She entered her marriage with a heart full of softness and hope. She believed marriage was a place of love, mercy, and protection. She believed her husband would be her companion, her safe space, her shade from the heat of life. But life is not always like the stories we imagine. Amina's husband, Yusuf, was a quiet man, kind at first, gentle in his words. But Yusuf's family, they did not welcome her with the same softness. From the very first day she stepped into their house, she could feel it. The stares, the silence, the unspoken judgment. His mother looked at her with eyes that were searching for faults. His sisters whispered behind closed doors. His aunties measured her with their glances. Her clothes, her speech, her cooking, her manners. Amina tried to smile. She tried to be patient. She tried to win hearts. But sometimes, no matter how soft you are, some hearts have already decided not to like you. On the third day after her wedding, her mother-in-law called her. Amina, this house is not your father's house. You will wake before everyone. You will cook. You will clean. You will learn how to respect us. Amina lowered her head and replied softly, Insha'Allah. She woke each morning before Fajr, quietly sweeping the compound while the night was still dark. She washed the dishes while everyone slept. She cooked meals, never praised, only corrected. She cleaned rooms she did not sleep in. She served tea she did not drink. And when she grew tired, she did not complain, because her mother had taught her something. A woman is not raised by ease. A woman is raised by sabr, and Allah sees everything. But every day, Amina's heart grew heavier, because Yusuf, her husband, saw how his family treated her, and he said nothing. Not a word, not a defense, not even a gentle hand of comfort. Amina learned something painful. Sometimes, the person you hoped would protect you is silent. That silence hurt more than any insult. So at night, when the house was quiet, Amina would sit on her prayer mat and whisper, Ya Allah, I have no helper but you. And Allah was listening. This was just the beginning. When I entered his family house, I was not a wife, I was a worker. The day after our nikah, I woke up before Fajr to pray. As I finished, his mother knocked on the door and said, Come to the kitchen, work has started. There was no mashallah, no warmth, no welcome. Just orders. I followed her quietly, thinking maybe it was just the excitement of a new bride. But it continued the next day, and the next, and the next. From dawn until late night, I cooked for the entire household. Father-in-law, mother-in-law, 5 grown siblings, guests who walked in any time like the house was a marketplace, and sometimes even neighbors. I swept every room. I washed every dish. I ironed every cloth. If I sat down for 1 minute, they would look at me like I had committed a crime. One day, I made jollof rice, stew, and fried meat for the whole house. When I finished, I was exhausted. I placed my own small plate to eat. Before the spoon touched my lips, his sister walked in, picked up my plate and said, So you serve yourself first. Are you the queen of the house? She poured the food back into the pot and walked away without shame. I didn't say anything. I didn't cry. But inside, something broke. When my husband came home that night, tired from work, I tried to speak gently.
My love, please talk to them. They treat me like I don't matter. He looked at me and said, Please endure. They are my family. You must respect them. Ooh, respect. I was giving them everything, but my heart had started bleeding. Yet, I swallowed the pain because I believed marriage was ibadah. I said to myself, For the sake of Allah, I will be patient. But patience is not one moment. It is every day, every hour, every tear you wipe silently because no one cares enough to notice. One late evening, when they had all eaten, laughed, and gone to rest, I remained in the kitchen washing piles of plates alone. The night air was quiet. The house was silent, but my heart was loud. I whispered to myself, Ya Allah, see me. I have no helper but you. And that night, I began a secret habit. After everyone slept, I would place my forehead on the prayer mat and cry in sujood. Not loud, not dramatic, just silent tears. Ya Allah, if this is my trial, give me strength. But if they are oppressing me, then you are the one who sees the oppressed when the world pretends not to see. I didn't know then that Allah had already written a turning point for me. A turning point that would change everything. But before the honor came, the humiliation would get worse.